August is coming, and if you have lived through one before, you already know what it does. The kind of sun that does not just tan you, it dries you out. It leaves your skin tight, dull, sometimes red, sometimes peeling in places you did not expect. That leathery feeling on your arms by the end of the month. That dullness no amount of your regular moisturizer seems to fully fix. If you have been through an August before, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and deep down, you know it is coming again. Here is the part that is going to genuinely surprise you. You do not need to wait until the damage is already done to start fighting back, and you definitely do not need a $50 serum to do it. In many cases, the fix could already be sitting on your windowsill, or it could be in the next 20 minutes. There are real plants growing quietly indoors in homes all over the world that have been used for generations and studied by actual scientists for exactly this kind of sun damage, dehydration, and irritation, before it even starts, and after, if it catches you off guard. Not vague wellness talk. Not made-up magic. Real, documented, usable protection and relief. By the end of this video, you are going to know 20 of them. Some you already own and did not know were doing double duty. Some are going to genuinely shock you with how simple and how effective they are. And one, I promise you, is going to make you want to walk to your kitchen the second this video ends. So stay with me, because number one alone might change how you prepare for this August completely. Welcome back to the Plant Gardener's Guide, the place where we dig past the surface of what grows around us, into the real stories, the real science, and the real uses hiding in your soil and your windowsill. If this is your first time here, welcome, genuinely. We are glad you found us, and I think you are going to enjoy what this channel is about. If you have been here before, welcome back. You know exactly the kind of value we are about to get into. This channel is not about generic plant care tips you could find anywhere. It is about the deeper layer, the why behind the leaves, the history, the healing, the culture, and today, getting your skin ready before August has the chance to do any damage at all. Before we get into it, if you are the kind of person who likes learning about plants that actually do something for your life, not just sit there looking pretty, hit that subscribe button now, because this channel puts out content exactly like this on a regular basis. And if you have ever tried using a plant for your skin before, good or bad experience, drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I would love to know which one you are trying before this August hits. Now, let us get into it. Plant 1. Aloe Vera. If there is one plant that had to open this list, it is this one, and if you already own it, you are already ahead of everyone else watching right now. Aloe Vera has earned the nickname the burn plant, and it did not earn that name by accident. Snap open one of its thick leaves and you will find a clear, almost jelly-like gel sitting inside, and that gel is where the real work happens. Researchers looked closely at this plant, and one meta-analysis that pulled together over 100 burn patients found something worth paying attention to. Aloe Vera actually helped wounds heal noticeably faster compared to other common treatments. On top of that, the gel is rich in compounds called polysaccharides, along with a substance called aloe, both of which appear to calm inflammation and help the skin hold onto moisture instead of drying out and cracking after a long day of sun exposure. That means less peeling, less tightness, and a much more comfortable recovery. Now, to be fair with you, because that is what this channel is built on, not every single study agrees on exactly how much aloe helps, and no plant is going to erase sun damage the moment it touches your skin. But the pattern across research is consistent enough that dermatologists themselves often recommend it as a soothing option for irritated, sun-exposed skin. The simplest way to use it, snap a leaf, scoop the clear gel straight out with a spoon, and apply it directly. No mixing, no cooking, no waiting. Keep one on a sunny windowsill this August, because the moment your skin starts to feel tight and irritated, you want this plant within arm's reach, not sitting in a shopping cart online 3 days away. Plant 2. Cucumber. You probably already think of cucumber slices sitting on someone's eyes at a spa, and that image exists for a reason, because it actually works, and here is why. Cucumber is made up of roughly 95% water, which makes it one of the most naturally hydrating things you can put directly on your skin. When your skin has spent hours under harsh August sun, it loses water fast, and that loss is exactly what causes that tight, dry, uncomfortable feeling by the evening. Beyond the water content, cucumber also contains vitamin C and caffeic acid, two compounds known for helping calm inflammation and soothe irritated skin. Slice it cold, place it directly onto sun-exposed areas, and you get an almost immediate cooling relief, along with a gentle dose of hydration that your skin will genuinely thank you for. What makes cucumber such a satisfying entry on this list is how incredibly low effort it is. You do not need to prepare anything complicated. You do not need a recipe. You slice, you chill, you apply. It is one of the most beginner-friendly plants on this entire list, and it happens to double as a snack while you wait for it to work its magic on your skin. Plant 3. Chamomile. Chamomile has been trusted for centuries, long before modern skincare aisles existed, and modern research has actually gone back and taken this traditional trust seriously. Studies on chamomile's key compounds, particularly one called bisabolol, have shown anti-inflammatory effects that in some comparisons rival mild hydrocortisone cream, which is genuinely impressive for something that grows as a simple flowering plant. For sun-exposed, irritated skin, chamomile works by calming redness and reducing that uncomfortable itching sensation that often shows up after too much time outside. The easiest way to use it at home is brewing a strong cup of chamomile tea, letting it cool completely in the refrigerator, then applying it with a soft cloth directly onto the affected skin. Some people even freeze the cool tea into ice cubes for an extra cooling effect during the hottest days of August. I want to be honest with you here too, because not every single study on chamomile shows dramatic results, and results can vary depending on how it is prepared and applied. But between its long history of traditional use and its growing body of supportive research, chamomile earns its spot as one of the gentler, safer options on this list, especially for anyone with more sensitive skin. Plant 4. Snake plant. This one works a little differently than the others, and I think you are going to find it interesting. The snake plant, sitting quietly in the corner of so many living rooms, is not something you apply to your skin, but it plays a supporting role that most people never consider. Snake plants are known for releasing oxygen at night, unlike most plants, and they help filter out certain toxins from the air inside your home. Here is the connection to your skin. Poor indoor air quality, filled with dust and airborne toxins, contributes to skin stress over time, especially after your skin has already been irritated by sun exposure during the day. By improving the air you breathe indoors, especially while you sleep, you are giving your skin one less thing to fight against while it tries to repair itself overnight. This is not a direct topical treatment like aloe or cucumber, and I want to be upfront about that. But skin health does not exist in isolation. It responds to your whole environment, your hydration, your air quality, your sleep, and a plant that quietly improves the air around you while you recover from a long day in the sun deserves a place on this list. Quick pause here, because if you are enjoying this so far, take 2 seconds and drop a comment telling me which of these you already own. It genuinely helps me know what to cover more of in future videos, and I read every single comment. And if this video is giving you value, hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it tells YouTube to show this to more people who need to hear it before August really hits. Alright, back to the list, because we are just getting started. Plant 5. Green tea plant. The same plant behind your morning cup of green tea, Camellia sinensis, has some of the strongest research support of any plant on this list when it comes to skin and sun exposure. Green tea is loaded with compounds called catechins, and one of them, EGCG, has been studied specifically for its ability to help protect skin against UV-related damage and calm inflammation from sun exposure. Some research has even looked at green tea extract applied directly to skin before and after sun exposure, and found it may help reduce redness and support the skin's natural repair process. While you cannot easily grow a full tea plantation on your windowsill, you can absolutely grow a compact Camellia sinensis plant indoors in the right conditions, or more realistically, use quality green tea leaves brewed strong, cooled, and applied with a cloth or added to a cool bath. Drinking it counts too. The antioxidants in green tea work from the inside as well as the outside, giving your skin support through your diet, not just through topical application. Either way you use it, this plant has genuine science standing behind it, not just tradition. Plant 6. Calendula. Calendula, sometimes called pot marigold, is one of those plants that looks almost too cheerful and simple to actually do anything medically useful, and yet here we are. This bright orange flowering plant has a long history in skin healing, and modern research backs up a good portion of that reputation. Calendula extract has shown anti-inflammatory and wound healing properties in multiple studies, making it a common ingredient in soothing creams and balms you will find in pharmacies today. For sun-exposed skin specifically, calendula's ability to calm inflammation and support the skin barrier makes it useful for that post-sun tightness and irritation. You can grow calendula fairly easily indoors near a bright window, and the petals themselves can be infused into oil over a couple weeks, creating your own simple calendula oil at home, or you can simply look for skincare products that list calendula extract high on their ingredient list. There is something satisfying about growing your own remedy from a flower that most people just think looks pretty in a garden. Calendula proves that pretty and genuinely useful are not mutually exclusive. Plant 7. Lavender. Lavender is one of those plants that does two things at once, and both of them matter here. First, the calming scent of lavender has been shown in research to help lower stress and improve sleep quality. And sleep is when your skin does the majority of its repair work after a day of sun exposure. Second, lavender oil itself has shown some antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties in studies, which can support irritated skin directly. Growing lavender indoors requires a genuinely sunny spot, since this plant loves light, which actually makes it a fitting choice for a video about sun exposure. Once you have a healthy plant, you can dry the flowers and create a simple infused oil, or add fresh lavender to a cool bath in the evening after a long hot day outside. The combination here is what makes lavender special. It is not just treating your skin directly, it is supporting the sleep and stress reduction that your body needs to repair that skin properly overnight. Skin health is never just about what you put on it. It is about your whole system working together. Plant 8. Tomato plant. You might be surprised to see this one, but tomatoes contain a compound called lycopene, and lycopene has actually been studied for its ability to offer some protection against UV damage when consumed regularly as part of your diet. This is not a topical fix, it is a dietary one, but it deserves a spot here because prevention matters just as much as treatment when it comes to August sun damage. Some research has found that people who regularly consume tomato products show measurably better resistance to UV-induced skin damage over time compared to those who do not. This does not replace sunscreen, and I want to be very clear about that, but it does suggest that what you eat plays a real role in how your skin holds up against a full month of August sun. Growing a tomato plant indoors near a bright window gives you fresh tomatoes you can incorporate into your meals throughout the season, turning your dinner plate into part of your skin protection strategy without you even realizing it. Plant 9. Colloidal oat. Oats might not immediately strike you as a houseplant, and you are right, most people are not growing full oat plants indoors. But ground oats, specifically colloidal oatmeal, have such strong documented skin benefits that this list would be incomplete without mentioning them. Oats contain compounds called avenanthramides, and these have shown genuine anti-inflammatory and anti-itch properties in dermatological research, strong enough that colloidal oatmeal is actually approved by regulatory bodies as a skin protectant ingredient. For sun-irritated skin, a cool oatmeal bath can provide real, noticeable relief from itching and redness. Simply grind plain oats into a fine powder, add it to lukewarm bath water, and soak for 15 to 20 minutes. Your skin will feel calmer and less inflamed afterward, and unlike some remedies on this list, this one has particularly strong backing from dermatology itself, not just tradition. Plant 10. Peppermint. Peppermint brings something different to this list, a genuine cooling sensation that comes from a compound called menthol. When your skin feels hot and irritated after too much August sun, that cooling effect provides immediate comfort, and peppermint also carries some antimicrobial properties that can support skin that has become slightly compromised from sun exposure. Growing peppermint indoors is refreshingly easy. This plant tends to thrive almost anywhere with decent light, making it one of the more forgiving plants for beginners on this entire list. Crush a few fresh leaves and steep them in cool water, then apply with a cloth to sun-exposed skin for that instant cooling relief. Some people even keep a small spray bottle of cooled peppermint infused water in the refrigerator specifically for hot August afternoons. We are halfway through this list, and if you are still with me, you already know the second half is going to be just as good, maybe even better. Let us keep going. Plant 11. Turmeric. Turmeric has been sitting in kitchen spice racks for generations, but a growing body of research is showing that this plant does far more than flavor your food. One study looked specifically at a compound found in turmeric and discovered it can actually block an enzyme called tyrosinase, and this enzyme is directly responsible for producing excess melanin, which is exactly what causes dark spots and uneven tone after too much sun exposure. Turmeric is also a strong antioxidant, meaning it helps fight off the oxidative stress that August sun creates in your skin at a cellular level. If you have noticed dark patches, freckling, or uneven tone building up after weeks in the sun, turmeric is one of the more genuinely promising natural options for gradually calming that down over time. A word of honesty here, because I promised you accuracy over hype, most of this research is still preliminary, and turmeric works gradually, not overnight, and it can temporarily stain lighter skin with a yellow tint if used carelessly. The way around that is combining a small amount of turmeric powder with something like plain yogurt or honey, applying it as a mask for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinsing thoroughly. Growing turmeric indoors is possible in a warm, humid spot with indirect light, And watching this unassuming plant grow into something with real skin benefit is honestly one of the more rewarding projects on this entire list. Plant 12. Rosemary. Rosemary might be sitting in your kitchen right now purely for cooking, but researchers actually looked directly at this plant's relationship with sun-damaged skin, and the results are worth your attention. One study specifically evaluated rosemary's protective effects against damage caused by UVB radiation, the exact type of ray responsible for sunburn and deeper skin cell damage during peak August sun. Rosemary contains diterpenes and flavonoids, compounds shown in research to help protect skin cells from the kind of DNA damage that ultraviolet exposure causes. Some studies have even combined rosemary extract with citrus extracts and found the pairing provided measurable protection against UV-induced redness, reduced collagen breakdown, and supported the skin's overall resilience when taken as part of a daily routine, not just applied topically. Growing rosemary indoors is refreshingly simple. It thrives in a bright window and tolerates a bit of neglect better than most plants on this list. You can infuse rosemary into oil for topical use, or simply cook with it regularly, letting its antioxidant compounds support your skin from the inside as part of your everyday meals throughout August. Plant 13. Lemon balm. Lemon balm is a plant that quietly does a lot of work without asking for much attention. Researchers specifically studied lemon balm extract against UVB-induced damage in skin cells, and the results showed it helped prevent oxidative stress and reduce the kind of DNA damage that leads to premature aging and sun-related skin harm. One study found that lemon balm's protective effect against UV damage was actually stronger than its own main phenolic compound tested alone, suggesting the whole plant works better together than any single extracted piece of it, which is honestly a nice reminder of why growing the real plant matters, not just buying a bottle of one isolated ingredient. This plant is part of the mint family, so if you already grow mint indoors, lemon balm will feel familiar and just as easy to care for. Steep the leaves into a cool tea and apply with a cloth, or simply keep a cup nearby to sip during the hottest part of your day, giving your skin support from both directions at once. Plant 14. Basil. Basil often gets treated as just a cooking herb, sitting quietly next to your tomatoes and pasta, but this plant carries genuine antioxidant compounds, including something called eugenol, which research has linked to reducing oxidative stress in skin cells. Oxidative stress is essentially cellular damage caused by free radicals, and August sun exposure creates plenty of it throughout the day. Basil also has documented anti-inflammatory properties, meaning it can help calm skin that has become red, irritated, or puffy after a long stretch outdoors. A simple way to use fresh basil is crushing the leaves gently to release their oils, then applying them directly to irritated skin for a few minutes before rinsing. Growing basil indoors is one of the more forgiving projects for beginners. It thrives with regular water and a sunny window, and having a fresh basil plant nearby means you always have both a kitchen ingredient and a mild skin support option within reach at the same time. Plant 15. Spearmint. Spearmint, a gentler cousin of peppermint, brings its own unique benefit to this list, and it goes beyond just the cooling sensation. Some researchers looked at spearmint's antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds and found they may help calm irritated skin conditions, making it a reasonable option for skin that has become sensitive and reactive after too much sun. Unlike peppermint's intense menthol cooling effect, spearmint offers a softer, gentler version of that same relief, which makes it a good option for anyone with more sensitive skin who still wants that comforting cooling sensation without overwhelming their skin. Growing spearmint indoors is nearly identical to growing peppermint. Both plants thrive with minimal effort and decent light. Crush fresh spearmint leaves into cool water, let it steep for a few minutes, then apply with a soft cloth to sun-exposed areas. It is subtle, it is gentle, and it is a nice addition if you want variety across the mint family entries on this list. Plant 16. Marigold. Not to be confused with calendula, though they are closely related, standard marigold plants have also shown antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties in various studies, largely due to compound called carotenoids and flavonoids present in the petals. These compounds help fight the oxidative stress caused by prolonged sun exposure, supporting your skin's natural defense system. Marigolds are incredibly easy to grow indoors, tolerating a wide range of conditions and rewarding you with bright, cheerful blooms even with minimal care, making this one of the more beginner-friendly plants on this entire list from a growing perspective. The petals can be infused into oil similarly to calendula, creating a gentle, soothing topical option for skin that has spent too much time in the sun. There is something genuinely satisfying about this plant. It requires almost no gardening skill, it brightens up your living space, and it quietly contributes to your skincare routine in the background, all without asking much of you in return. Plant 17. Witch hazel. Witch hazel has a long documented history in skincare, and unlike some plants on this list, it is actually one of the few natural ingredients recognized by regulatory bodies as an approved topical astringent. This means witch hazel genuinely helps tighten skin, reduce minor swelling, and calm irritation, all of which become relevant after a day spent under harsh August sun. Witch hazel also contains tannins, compounds known for their anti-inflammatory properties, which can help soothe redness and discomfort from sun exposure. While growing a full witch hazel shrub indoors is more challenging than some of the smaller plants on this list, since it typically grows as an outdoor shrub, many people keep a bottle of pure witch hazel extract on hand specifically because of how effective and well documented its skin benefits are. Apply it with a cotton pad directly to irritated, sun-exposed skin for a calming, tightening effect. This is one of those plants where tradition and modern regulatory approval actually line up clearly, giving you real confidence in what you are applying to your skin. Plant 18. Echinacea. Echinacea is a plant most people associate with immune support during cold season, but it carries skin-relevant benefits too that often go overlooked. Research has shown Echinacea contains compounds with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, and some studies have specifically looked at its ability to support skin barrier function and calm irritation. For skin that has become sensitive and reactive after prolonged sun exposure, Echinacea's calming properties can provide gentle relief, particularly when used as part of a cool tea rinse or incorporated into a homemade skin-soothing preparation. Growing Echinacea indoors requires a genuinely bright spot, since this plant prefers strong light, similar to lavender. What makes Echinacea an interesting addition to this list is how it bridges two worlds, immune support and skin support, showing once again that plant compounds rarely do just one single job in isolation. Your body and your skin are more connected than most people realize. Plant 19. Hibiscus. Hibiscus flowers are visually stunning, and it turns out they carry real skin benefit alongside their beauty. Hibiscus is rich in antioxidants and vitamin C, both of which help combat the oxidative stress caused by UV exposure, while also supporting the skin's natural collagen production process, which tends to slow down after repeated sun exposure over time. Some traditional skincare practices have used hibiscus extract for its mild exfoliating properties, thanks to naturally occurring alpha-hydroxy acids within the plant, helping remove built-up dead skin cells and reveal fresher skin underneath after a long stretch of sun exposure throughout August. Growing hibiscus indoors requires a warm, sunny spot, and this plant rewards you with genuinely gorgeous blooms alongside its skin benefits. Steep dried hibiscus petals into a tea, let it cool, and use it as a gentle toner applied with a cotton pad. It smells wonderful, it looks beautiful growing in your home, and it quietly supports your skin's recovery process at the same time. Plant 20. Rose. It feels fitting to end this list with a plant that has represented skincare and beauty across nearly every culture throughout history, the rose. Rose water, extracted from the petals, has been used for centuries as a gentle toner, and research has supported its mild anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, making it particularly useful for skin that has become sensitive and irritated after excessive sun exposure. Rose also has a naturally calming, gentle hydrating effect on skin, helping restore some of the moisture lost during long hours outside under harsh August sun. Growing roses indoors is more involved than some of the smaller plants on this list, requiring bright light and consistent care, but many gardeners find the reward well worth the effort, both for the visual beauty and the practical skin benefit. If growing a full rose bush indoors feels like too much right now, pure rose water is widely available and easy to apply with a cotton pad directly to your skin each evening. There is something quietly poetic about closing this list with the one plant that has symbolized beauty and care for centuries, and now you know it earns that reputation for real, documented reasons too. And that is all 20. 20 plants, sitting quietly on windowsills and kitchen counters all over the world, doing far more for your skin than most people ever give them credit for. From aloe cooling a burn the moment it touches your skin, to rosemary and lemon balm working at a cellular level to protect you before the damage even starts, to something as simple as a rose petal steeped into water each evening, you now know that getting ready for August does not require a complicated routine or an expensive shelf full of products. It requires a windowsill, a little water, a little sunlight, and the willingness to actually use what you grow. If you found even one plant on this list that surprised you, that is exactly why this channel exists. We dig past the surface, we look at the actual research, and we bring you the truth about what grows around you, not the exaggerated version, not the version designed to sell you something, the real version. Before you go, if this video gave you value, make sure you are subscribed, because we have more content just like this coming, digging into the plants, the food, and the stories behind everything that grows. Drop a comment and let me know which of these 20 you are starting with this week. I genuinely want to know, and I read every single one. And if you know someone who complains about their skin every single August, do them a favor and send this video their way, because this might be the video that changes their whole routine before the sun gets a chance to do any damage this year. Thank you for watching, thank you for being part of this channel, and I will see you in the next one.